The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Antonio Gibson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Assist on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
To the running back.
Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. And the Washington 1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Weiss finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
To number 36.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now, keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down.
He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
Now a handoff here to his running back. inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Again, the ball
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back of the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And they got into the end zone.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. And this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Gibson.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Weiss. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Washington.
Looking to throw. Weiss looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
To Terry McLaurin. A 7.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
42-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Weiss. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
A loss of 6 yards.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Weiss. And this is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. have. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now a throw here to his running back. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. Third down here.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
But he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
He was covered by
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try to throw something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Roughing the passer, defense.
unbelievable.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
1 minute first down.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. Weiss will set up his screen for Gibson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Gibson out of bounds at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Operating from the gun. Weiss, and he'll complete this to Gibson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
2-yard line.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of...
It's a fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the 1st down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll roll them out right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 27 yards there, 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They've become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Tyler Newsome now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. We'll start in the early win.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter three. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This is Gibson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Weiss got a man. It's Gibson complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a third down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
He was brought down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. 39 yards there, a big one.
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield. And then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes because receivers can be open at any time downfield, often for big gains.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Weiss. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and it's 3-0 Washington.
Lions 7.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
On the return, the Lions take over first.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back up. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 27 yards there, a 1st down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just...
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10. At at their own 27.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A gain of 6 there on first.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And to give this time to the tailback. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He was brought down by...
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
41.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
He was brought down by Trey Flowers. A pickup of
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Weiss. And he will find his man on the outside.
Weiss's pass.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And 5 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, Weiss. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Weiss. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Weiss's
7 yards, the pickup there.
number 84.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On the play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 8-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Washington on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Weiss. This will be caught just inside the 10. And a lot loss of 3 to bring up 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Makes the score Lions 14, Washington 13.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he gets this one in midfield before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
The pass.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Lions on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to start the drive. Weiss, and he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Weiss's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards there and a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And now it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over.
They won it offensively. Your challenge, should you choose to accept it, take care of the football and run out the clock. They can't just go and turtle, as we like to call it, just tuck in and just sit on the ball here. Try and get that 1st down and finish the game off.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go to Johnson again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chase Young able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Back at the 39-yard.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he gets it down to the 32. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They